that my lesson plan has been created and I have gone through the checklist, my next step is to start recording my lesson. So now here I'm going to first go into present mode of my lesson plan, and I'll open my Zoom. I've kept my Zoom open. So I'll open my Zoom right now. I don't need my students to come onto the Zoom call to record my lessons. What I'll do is once I log into the Zoom application on my desktop, I have downloaded the application. I will start a new meeting. So when I start a new meeting, it will join me into a meeting with just myself. So first step is to join via audio. And since I want my students to also see my image, like me talking and explaining, I will also put on my video. Now, once I have put on my video and kept my Zoom ready, the next step is to share my screen. Now, I've already kept the presentation mode on. So when I do share screen, I'll be able to see different, tabs on my desktop that I want to share. I will choose this one and share. Now, when I start sharing, I'm ready to start recording my lesson. The reason I don't want to start recording my lesson in the beginning is because I first want to make myself completely ready for this lesson so that there is no time wasted for our students. Like I told you, sharing 10-minute lessons is going to be really helpful for our students. So what we're going to do now that we're completely ready, over here, we're going to go into more and start recording. And once you click that, you will see this icon over here that will appear that says recording on this computer. Once you have started recording, you will go through your entire presentation as though it's a lesson. So I'm going to start right now. That is, okay, students, in today's video lesson, we are going to learn about solar system. You can make the slide as interactive as you like, and you can go over to the next slide using your keyboard, or you can just click on the slide so it'll move to the next slide. Now over here it says solar system consists of planets, moon, stars. So like I said, you have more explanation over here rather than text. Use more images, and like shorter text, and speak more, explain more, so that your students do not get bored during the lesson. While doing this, you can also use the annotate function over here using the spotlight over here. So when you annotate, your students know where exactly to look, correct? So over here, if I want to highlight solar system, or if I'm reading through this, I will go this way. Solar system consists of. Now remember, when you're recording on Zoom, none of these boxes are going to appear. Right now they're appearing so that I can show you what it looks like. But whenever you are recording your lesson on Zoom, none of this is going to appear to your students. So planets, then I'll go into explaining the different planets, what is moons, what are stars, etc. Once I'm done, I'll close my annotate, click to go on to my next slide. Now here is where I have the image, right? Once again, I will start my annotate function spotlight, and I will talk about different planets. Okay, so here is Earth, and then here is Jupiter, here is Saturn. I'll start explaining, etc. And then I'm done. I close this, go to my next slide by clicking onto it. Once again, I take my students through, use the annotate function. I can also draw on my slide and clear drawings. So if I want to write something over here, so like, say I want to open something in the bracket, use your mouse. Here is where I recommend using a mouse. Right now I'm on my laptop, so I am not very comfortable using the whiteboard feature. But if you want to use the whiteboard feature, please use an external mouse, or if you're comfortable using the mouse pad of your laptop, that's also fine. So you annotate over here using the draw function. And once you're done, you can also clear all your drawings. So it goes back to normal, and none of this is coming on your slide. This is just getting recorded on Zoom. So I'm done with this slide. I will close my annotate, click on the slide again to go to the next slide. Now here I've also kept a video. So let me see if I can, yeah, when I click onto it, the video will appear and I can play my video as well. So, my video lesson can be a combination of text, images, video, and now I can explain using this video. Or if I want to keep the audio on, I will choose settings where I can keep the audio of this video on as well. Right now I've kept the audio off so that we can record this. Now, if you see this video is playing, once I'm done, I can pause it and or continue and go to the next slide. So I think here is where my presentation has ended. I had 5 slides in my presentation. My presentation has ended. My video lesson is over. I will stop recording. Once I stop recording, it will record only this much and I will stop. And it will not save until I do not until I do not end the meeting, correct? So now I'm going to end the meeting over here, end meeting for all. And as soon as I end the meeting, Zoom will start converting my recording. So you will see an option where Zoom is converting meeting recording. So you need to give it some time to convert. It depends on your laptop, how fast it functions, and also a little bit on your internet speed. So I let it convert completely. Now you don't have to do anything. Once you end the meeting, your recording will automatically start getting converted. Now make sure that you do not click stop converting, otherwise it will not store your lesson. So ensure that this is 100% completed until a pop-up box appears, which I will show you in just about a minute. Now over here, this will automatically pop up in your Zoom account. Over here, it is saved in my Zoom account on my under the documents folder. And if you see, there are 3 kinds of files that are generated. One is an audio only, where it has only recorded your voice. One is a playback, which means that it's only recorded your video without any sound. And then there's this MP4 file, which is actually your video lesson. So I'll open that to see if my video lesson has actually been generated properly. So that is how you convert your meeting recording onto your laptop. Now this is done automatically. You do not have to do anything. All you need to do is check your lesson whether it's come correctly, if there are any glitches, or if you want to edit it. If you do not want to do anything, it's completely fine. It's not appearing right now because my laptop has too many applications open. This wouldn't be a challenge in your case. I'll go back. So this MP4 file is what we are going to use to share. I will rename it into my lesson. That is